says successfully started the stream. Cherry says, where are you going?
Pigeon. About 20-minute drive. Chat, my first snook. Someone screenshot that. Clip it, screenshot it, something. On that.
What we'll do a lot. Don't cast the fly line because you think that.
They said deuces.
That your brother saying goodbye.
Take a screenshot of that for me, because I think that's the first.
Yeah, not to many people.
Somebody clip going over this bridge for Cherry. She likes bridges.
Snup Halupagushon says how long you been at.
Burnout says we fishin'.
What's up, OG? Yeah, we're headed to go fish the river. Didn't they just have the opener over there in Minnesota?
Cherry says says I want to go fishing.
I mean, you have a boat.
Oh, Burnout says 6 days ago.
Have you been yet, OG? Dan was getting on the smallies yesterday.
Cherry says true. I'm sure I could handle it on my own, but I don't wanna. Oh, Burnout says went on Monday fishing for carp.
Oh yeah, were you doing that carp class?
Oh, Burnout says yes.
Who ended up winning?
Oh, Burnout says no idea.
Oh. There seemed to be quite a bit of people doing that, which was pretty cool. I don't even know who put that together. Cherry, get your brother to go. Doesn't he have a free weekend by now?
MR Moses Mike says hi Fuzzy.
Mr. Moses in the house.
Cherry says your driving is giving me anxiety.
Why? I was turning. I had to wait for cars.
Budgie Bird 5 says, hi, Fuzz, how are you?
What's up, Budgie Bird?
Cherry says, have fun fishing.
Enjoy your
Not at all. When you brought him up, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
What the,
I was like,
What-
dang, and we're not live yet.
what the frick?
So don't even. We going fishing. We going fishing.
Oh, Burnout says, what are we trying to catch?
I just bought some worms. So probably some more catfish, maybe some red horse. Getting a lot looking. $20. No, you can't. Yeah, it's probably a lot. There he is. Oh, man. What's up, brother?
Budgie Bird 5 says, this is epic. Someone asked me if I watched you yesterday because they thought they knew me from watching your fishing stream, and here you are.
Who was it, Budgie? They're probably like, you know, they
Oh,
got
Burnout says so. Whatever bites.
whatever
That's
bites.
my
Yep.
kind of fishing.
Yup, whatever bites. How much is
BudgieBird5 says I can't remember their whole name, but the first part is Atari.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. They were probably like that guy that used to fish, Fuzzy. Can't show exactly where I go. Someone might figure it out. This place really isn't that hard to find and figure out, honestly. Gas.
And Marmos's Mike says you are in Wisconsin. Nobody cares, LOL.
Pretty much. I accidentally turned it off. Is it back on?
Oh, Burnout says I missed the Jeep.
I missed the Jeep also. I don't even have anything to haul the boat with when I do get the boat back. It says my phone's already hot. How can my phone be hot? It ain't even that hot out. Are we good now? I think we're good.
Oh, Burnout says yeah.
I'll try to cool down the phone.
BudgieBird5 says good here.
I'm gonna unload and I'll get y'all out in a minute. It says the phone's already warm. That's ridiculous. Okay. See what we can do. See what we can achieve. Get this out. Get y'all. My dirty car. This will be the spot for the afternoon. If I get it level, it's definitely not level. Oops. Let's try that. It's a little bit better. I think that'll work. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. All I got was some worms today. Again. The river doesn't seem to be flowing as hard as it was the other day. I'm gonna try a 2 ounce. Try some 2 ounce and see how they are. This one I didn't even put a sinker slider on. We'll go old school lazy. Up. Y'all still there? I haven't heard anyone say anything in a while.
Laser Beam says out fishing.
Laser,
This a pod.
laser beam. Got the Canadian crawlers.
Dakamo Kid says Lazarus here. I'm out.
What's up, Camo? That'll be shallow. I can't even remember how many rods were allowed here. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3. I might have to look that up. Because if it's 3, then I'll get the casting rod out also. See if any bass hit it.
Laser Beam says 3.
3! The man with the answers. Put the worms in the shade so they don't shrivel up and die. Right there look good. Right, whatever, right there look good. It look good. We'll go with that. I stopped at another little lake the other day and I caught a bass on this. I put it in the Discord if anyone wants to see it. It was a little bass. I didn't stream, but I use this.
Stabber says let them worms cook.
Stabber!
Laser Beam says you ever gonna get out of the armpit of this state and come up here to God's country.
Maybe not. I don't know. Stabber, I saw you were on the game yesterday, and you chose the faction. You chose the right faction, Stabber. You chose the right faction. Now we can, we can get in the game together.
Stabber says yeah, that game is great.
That looks pretty in the water. Yeah, I like that game.
Stabber says still buggy, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, me and Verse have been having a lot of fun playing it. A lot of fun. I think I'm level 17.
Lazarbeam says should get with Hip and you guys come up here sometime this summer and we'll go up north fishing once I get my boat back.
What is your trip, Laserbeam? Don't you have a trip coming up?
Lazarbeam says right now. Off this week and next week.
Oh yeah. So you're going up towards Green Bay, right? No weight to this thing. I can't throw it far.
Lazarbeam says got back from there yesterday.
Okay. How was the fishing? I saw Luke, Fish on Luke, he's headed to Wisconsin today. I think he's going north somewhere for some big flatheads, I think.
Stabar says I'm headed to the coast. Lazarbeam says fishing was mad. We should have gone further north. Caught
Oh.
a 5.76 smallie was my biggest.
A 5.76 smallie? That's still not bad, dude. Stabber, what are you going to the coast for? You going to fish or just going to relax? And how's that new job, man?
Ninison says yarg.
Yard. What's up, Nine? Okay, we'll sit down for a minute. Put this phone in the shade so it don't get hot. I thought something was nibbling at this one.
Stabar says both.
So you still have that place down there?
Stabar says new job is great.
What do you do at the new job?
Stabar says I get to fix shit every day.
Fix shit. What is your job? And Lazarbeam, I don't know where Luke was going. He was going north somewhere in Wisconsin to catch big flatheads. My nose is itching like crazy. Springtime. My nose, all them allergens and stuff.
Stabar says corporate handyman.
Corporate handyman. Need a roommate? I really need
King 3008 says what are you fishing for?
anything that'll bite a worm.
Stabar says and yes I still have the house, but it's occupied.
Oh, dang. When are you gonna kick them out? I need to get back south.
King 3008 says nice I'm starting fishing tomorrow for the first time ever and I'm in the United Kingdom.
I fished in the UK. I fished in London. A couple different places. I caught, what did we catch? We caught trout. And,
Ninison says surprise gamer, let you fish. Ninison says /.
man, I told Gamer I was going to go fishing and he goes, stream it. And it's been, How long have I been live? Like 45 minutes, and he's not in here yet.
King 3008 says I'm fishing for carp tomorrow.
Yeah, a lot of people fished for carp when I was there. That seems to be the big thing to fish for. I don't think I caught any carp there. I fished around London. I caught perch there also.
King 3008 says all of the stuff cost me about $300 and I've been watching a lot of tips and stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, it's different fishing over there. They have some different setups than what I was used to, and I know the carp setups are really involved and stuff. And they were pretty cool. I didn't ever go for carp when I was there. I was just...
Stabbar says LOL carp. You can catch those with French fries in Lake Travis.
Yeah. Is it Lake Austin that they have that big
King
carp
3008 says
tournament
carp
every
eat
year?
a lot of different things LOL including dog food.
Pack bait. You used to doing pack bait. I could have swore this one got a bite a minute ago. The worm's probably not even on there anymore.
Stabbar says BRB. King 3008 says, do you know what type of fish are in this river? Or whatever it's called LOL.
This is the Fox River, and we have catfish, drum, carp, red horse. There's also bass, and sometimes walleye, and it's a big variety of fish.
Father27 says, hi Fuzz, how are you doing? And it's been a long while since I have been in stream. Switched my name from Redneck Snipper.
Was it the mod father? Is that what it said? You switched it from redneck. What? Oh, redneck sniper. The mod father. What's up, man? How's it going? How you been?
King 3008 says, what are you looking to catch? Or just hoping to catch anything LOL?
Whatever will bite.
27 says, I am doing good.
Good, man. Good to have you in here again. Yeah, whatever will bite. The rivers went down.
Please
This
find the
time
gap
it's moving
between
near as
train
fast as
and
it was
platform.
yesterday.
Streamleman says Kiang 3008 has joined the journey.
Yo, thanks for that follow. I appreciate that. I did try the new category today. I put myself in fishing instead of just chatting. I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Streamleman says at TheModFather27, TheModFather27 has been following Fuzz for 2 years, 9 months, 2 days, 21 hours. Circus 1893 says hello Fuzzy going. Fishing Sunday for pike.
Yo, it's
W
Sir
Spot
Cat.
says at TheModFather27, TheModFather27. Last follow on August 14th, 2021, 19:27 and 58 seconds. 2 year S276 day S15s. King 3008 says no problem, man.
Yeah, appreciate that follow. What's up, Sir Cast? I threw it on the other side underneath the trees.
King 3008 says, have you caught anything yet?
No, I just got out here a little bit ago. I guess where this
Sarcast
one.
1893 says not much. How are you doing?
Oh, you know, I've been doing okay. Look at all that vegetation.
Week 197,744 says, hey Fuzz. Hope you're well.
I'm doing okay. How are you? How are you? Well, that got all mixed up. Look at that. It's a mess. That's a mess. Ooh, what do we have happen here? Okay. Yep. Switch around. I know there's a hole like right out there. Usually I drift into it and it falls in there. That's shallow. That's really shallow. There you go.
Week 197,744 says, doing okay, thanks. TheModFather27 says 89 days till I hit my 3-year make dang time flies.
Time flies, baby. Look at the stuff all over me. That's unacceptable. Side isn't moving hardly at all. This was moving probably 3 times as fast as this last weekend, but it's also down.
Week 197,744 says you after some kitty cats.
Yeah, hopefully. It's also down about 8 to 12 inches, I think. I hope it's not going to keep falling. Oh, you get hung up. I'm using a flat sinker, hoping it catches.
Galen99 says, oh, we're fishing.
It's my daughter. Dude, you didn't even comment on the message I sent you the other day. How rude. How rude. I was gonna say, oh look, another game I gotta buy you. I think something keeps picking it up.
Galen99 says, oh yeah, lol. I meant to, I thought I did lol.
Yeah. I see how you are. It looks
Dynison says strike one.
It looks good though. I got a question for y'all. How much is a dozen worms wherever y'all are? Anyone in chat, how much is a dozen?
Galen99 says, lol, it looks good though.
How much is a dozen night crawlers or Canadian crawlers or whatever? Wherever you're at, how much are they?
Nynison says 99.99.
Those are expensive.
X Jersey says like $5.
Okay. I was getting worried. What's up, Jersey? Because for 3 dozen, I just paid $11, and I'm like, what? What?
X Jersey says not bad.
I thought they were like $2 to $3 a dozen.
Nynison says 3.33.
$3.33. Let's go. See, I think something hits the worm, and when it hits the worm, it pulls on that.
Emot Father 27 says $4 to $5.
It pulls on the weight, and then the weight starts moving it.
Streamleman says Nynison just sent 9.99 to help fund the journey.
Yo, what the heck? Thanks, 9. Can we get some love in chat for 9 instead of $9.99? Let's go. Thank you so much.
DemodFather27 says hashtag Ninesen. Sarcast 1893 says about $7 here in Switzerland. Ninesen says for 8.3 worms.
8.3 worms. Seven, what? In Switzerland? Dang. Huh. Fish is mocking me over there. This fish just jumped out of water. Mocking me.
Ninesen says catch something already.
Come on. At least it's nice out. It's really nice. I think it's like 76 or something. It's pretty nice out. Might have to put a worm on a bobber and throw it out there and just let it float. And throw it, float, throw it, float. See, I swear something keeps picking this worm up, and when it does, then it picks up the weight. I went real shallow with it this time. Real shallow. Out here trying to get a sunburn in this. It's nice and cool out. The sun's straight at you. That's when you get sunburns.
Surcast 1893 says, but in the river where I fish there are invasive gobies. They take the worms from the hooks.
Gobies. Gobies are such a pain in the butt. But if you put on a really, really, really small hook, they're fun as hell to catch. But they're pain. They're pain. Uh-oh. Getting hung up over there. Uh-oh.
Moon Ninja says, nice form.
You like that? It's all about the form.
Palna says, use the gobies as bait.
Yeah, gobies as bait is great. In states that you can use them as bait. I think get some
Moon
bells.
Ninja says, man is living the life over here and I'm working at my desk.
I worked all day already. 7 to 3:30. 8.5 hours. Done. Out. Finished.
2893 says even when I fish drop shot with small rubber fish for perch, they take it. A Waterman's Life says how's it going at Fuzz and Chat?
Yo, what's up, Watermans? How's it going?
Says I would love to have a job where I could watch TV while working. A Waterman's Life says chilling. How are you? Or where are you, I should ask. You're never near home.
Currently I'm in Wisconsin. I've been living here for like 9 months now. So I've been working. Just now starting to get out to fish and stuff. But yeah. Got an apartment and a car and everything up here. Got a full-time job. Not the ideal situation. Now I got bills and everything, and I don't like bills. I used to not have bills. I had to get an apartment and a car and everything, get a job.
Waterman's Life says nice. You're living. Glad to hear.
How's everything over there? How's the weather? Good fishing weather yet or what? I gotta get back to saltwater, man. I had way too much fun in Florida with the saltwater.
Serious, Clark?
Streamleman says MR Moses Mike has continued to buy bait for 47 months.
47 months? Holy crap. He's almost at the 4-year mark.
Says that a missile incoming.
Yeah, it's a train over there. White, yeah, they said the white bass.
Moses Mike says LOL.
The white bass hit here about 3 weeks ago or so, is what the guy was telling me when I was fishing here last time. Oh, nothing wants to worm today. Fish keep hitting the same spot over there on the other side though. And I see bait fish popping over there also. Yeah, there's a lot of little bait fish hitting over there.
Lilette_84 says I keep telling you guys for catfish you need liver, lol. Lilette_84 says how's it going, Fuzzy?
What's up, little Ed? I know, I just hate dealing with liver. Liver will work. Sold chicken hearts.
Palna says just add gauric and or anise oil to anything and you'll get all the catfish in your area on you.
Yeah, that scent. They'll definitely come check out that scent.
Lilette_84 says so had blood test done. I still have a bad infection. These antibiotics are not working, so they gave me one of the strongest they have.
Oh no. When did they change that up?
Lilette_84 says I've been buying this crap since April 1st.
That's crazy. I thought this one was getting bites. Whew. Yeah, I think it's those red horses are hitting it. So if they keep taking the bait, then I'll just I'll change out to a smaller hook and see if they suck that hook up with it. I threw that one way out there. Gone way out there.
Lilette_84 says, have you had any bites yet?
Not that I've seen, but they've taken
MR Moses Mike says at Lilette_84, hope you get better soon, Ed.
they've taken the bait twice.
Lilette_84 says at MR Moses Mike, thanks, I hope so too.
Yeah, hopefully that new one that they gave you will help fix that problem. Start getting rid of that infection. So many different drugs out there to fight different things, and a lot of different people's body chemistries don't react the same way to stuff. It's crazy. Oh man. Maybe I need to move back down. Me and Nick, first couple times, I think we fished a little bit more down that way. We caught some over in there. But this is where he caught that nice one where he slid into the water to catch it. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. This one. I could probably put a white paddle tail on here and see if that
Ducky
helps.
_ 0603 says yo.
Yo, what's up?
Ducky _ 0603 says hi.
Please mind the gap between train and platform.
Streamelman says Ducky _ 0603 has joined the journey.
Yo, thanks for that follow. I appreciate that. Hey, is Mr. Moses in here still?
Ducky _ 0603 says me and my dad are trying to catch a fish in all 50 states, 17 so far.
You're doing a great job. I completed my journey a year and a half or 2 years ago on that. A year and a half ago. I did it all live here on Twitch.
Helna says just buying fishing licenses in 50 states alone is pretty expensive, lol.
It was. It was. But I had the help of a great community here as I traveled around the U.S. and fished. Helped a lot.
Stavar says I want to go back to Arkansas on the White River.
I heard that, Staver.
Stavar says we need to go catch some big browns.
Nothing's eating today.
Bike Time McBoy says wow man dang Wolfa's out here ripping lips man.
Yo,
Ducky
big
underscore 0603 says Indiana has good fishing on the White River where I'm from.
big time big boy. Yeah. I heard
Mama says I'd like a few nice trout myself.
I heard what Staver said. Yeah. That White River in Arkansas, I miss that thing. I really miss that. I used to go there probably 3 times a year.
Ducky underscore 0603 says my local lake has tons of giant grass carp. Bike Time McBoy says oh hell yeah we've been here before. Where the hell is hip to slip in the mud for a good Twitch clip?
Hey, I called him before I came out here. And he was headed somewhere already. So and he said he was busy this weekend, so
Ducky underscore 0603 says what state are you in?
currently I'm in Wisconsin. Yeah, but whoever said they were trying to do all 50 states said that's great. Like I said, I did all 50 states live on Twitch. I think it took us like 2.5 years because I was also working
Ducky underscore
to start it out.
0603 says me.
When I stopped working, we had a hell of an adventure. Now I gotta work again. Yeah, we finished up the all 50 states, and then I went to
Stramelman says Wave's wife is introducing 16 travelers.
Yo,
Will they follow the
Waves.
journey?
What's up, Waves? What's up, Babs? Yeah. After we finished,
Moses Mike says welcome Wave Raiders.
after we
Plus
finished that, we went to
1276 says you working now.
after we finished that, we went to Florida and spent 7 months in Florida, and then I traveled overseas and fished. I fished 4 different countries overseas.
Ducky_0603 says, have you ever been out of the country? Because me and my dad went to Belize. We got triple tail, tarpon at least 80 pounds, and barracuda.
I have not been to
says go
Belize.
check out legendary streamer Wave's wife at twitch.tv/Wave's wife next time. They are streaming IRL.
I've not been to Belize. I fished in Spain, UK, Spain, UK, Thailand. Did I fish in Italy?
Ducky_0603 says stop making me jealous.
Did I fish in Italy? I can't remember if I fished in Italy. But it was all live on Twitch. All of it was. No, Italy was where I couldn't figure out the fishing license. Because I had to submit some kind of tax form or something.
Ducky_0603 says I know a lot about geography and many facts about each country.
Nice. So what's up, Waves? What's up, Babs? How was your stream? How was everything? Hope you're doing
Mike
well.
Time Big Boy says I remember watching Fuzz eating a pizza across the street from the Coliseum in Rome, and I was like, dang man, we are a long ways from crappie fishing in Texas.
Man.
Haas 1276 says let's go to Brazil beaches. Unknown Saint 0614 says so peaceful. Lilette_84 says next stop. Fuzzy going to break into SeaWorld to go fishing, see how long he can last.
Big time, big boy. That.
Waves 1 says Waves is still on the water fitness boat off, I'm at home.
Oh, okay.
Shockwave 30 says, hey, I know this place, lol.
What's
this
up,
is the
Shockwave?
Fox, right?
Yeah. Big time, big boy. That was probably one of my favorite streams ever.
Ducky_0603 says try catching a fish in each country.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I ran out of money. But yeah, man.
Palna says Europe got complicated fishing rules, licenses for individual areas and stuff far as I understand.
It does.
Shockwave 30 says how you doing, Fuzzy?
It does get
Big Time Big
complicated.
Boy says it was a memorable stream for sure, Mr. Fuzz. Waves 1 says I am having problems with my computer, so I'm on his iPod.
Oh no. I hope you figured it out, Babs. Yeah, like I still remember that stream. That was just amazing. Sitting across from the Coliseum eating a
Stabber
pizza.
says I know. MR Moses Mike says hi, Shockwave.
That was, I don't know, that had to have been one of my top. For me, it was probably one of my top.
1276 says I liked the Boathouse Project stream.
That was interesting.
Shockwave 30 says hey Mike. Lilette_84 says at Stabbar you see the guy use gear from InBase Pro and tried to fish there.
Hey, Mr. Moses, since you're in here, can you check and see if I'm live on YouTube and Kick also, if you would, please, sir? Go fishing Bass Pro and stuff, yeah. Cabela's and Bass Pro. Just go fishing there.
You serious, Clark?
Streamleman says Shockwave 30 has continued to buy bait for 49 months.
Yo, Shockwave, thank you so much for 4
Stabbar
years.
says you are live on YouTube for sure.
Well, thank you. If I've missed any comments on YouTube or
Palma says
Kick, I
some kid caught
apologize.
one of their trophy fish and got out of the store with it not long ago. They had him arrested, lol.
That's
Ducky
just-
underscore 0603 says, what is your dream country to visit?
That's just stupid, but how big of a following did that make him? Like, I'm sure he had to pay a huge fine and everything, but I bet his following is like crazy, just for doing
Moses
stupid
Mike
shit.
says, live on Kick.
Thanks, Mr. Moses. What is my dream country to visit? It's always been Ireland. Ireland and Australia. I was supposed to go to Australia, and I didn't make it. I was gonna visit Splucy and fish with Splucy. That would have been amazing content. She's an amazing person. Big shout out to Splucy.
Patrick says, hit that follow button if you are on Kick, or subscribe if you are joining from YouTube. Thanks. MR Moses Mike says, live on Kick. Ducky underscore 0603 says, for me it is Mongolia.
Mongolia? I've never even thought about
Benton
going to
Fishing
Mongolia.
says, hey mate.
What's up, Benton? Yeah, if I've missed anyone on YouTube or Kick, I apologize. Kick, it'll pick up the Texas speech, but not on YouTube. No way. Is that Gappy? Gappy's only 45 minutes from me, and I still haven't visited
Lilith
that fool.
underscore 84 says, Fuzz, if I had it, it'd be subbed, brother.
Dude, Lil Ed,
And
you
Gappy
ain't never
says,
got to
you
worry
are
about
that.
that.
Of the wild for real.
You ain't never got to worry
LOL.
about that.
Palma says Brazil or Colombia for peacock base, whichever country I'm most least likely to get killed by the drug cartels in.
I would love to
Benton
go.
Fishing says not much, bro. Just getting a coffee in.
I'd love to go to
Gappy says,
Brazil.
how you been?
Love to go to Brazil to fish.
Like Time McBoy says, dang old Lilette underscore 84 man, like what did you do to Parasitic man?
Yo, Gappy's only like 45 minutes away. I need to go have drinks with him, but I'm afraid to. I remember what happened last time.
And Gappy says Upper Wisconsin fishing. Ducky underscore 0603 says, if I show my dad your channel, he'll instantly plan to go to Wisconsin. And Gappy says we should go camp out.
I'm in the lower part of Wisconsin. I'm like almost on the. I'm in Burlington right now. Instantly plan to go to Wisconsin.
Lilette underscore 84 says at Bike Time McBoy, he is a busy man, making all them lures I've been telling him needs to come back. And Gappy says nice.
Yeah, that could be dangerous. Me going and visiting Gappy and having some drinks. Woo.
Bike Time McBoy says at Lilette underscore 84, dang right man, like the people need the crick fishing. Ducky underscore 0603 says this year we are going to the region of New England and Iowa.
Dang it. I knew something was biting that earlier.
Circast 1893 says I lived 6 years in Brazil. Bike Time McBoy says man, New England is dang old cool cause. That's where I live.
New England.
And Gappy says, Fuzz, you ever been out to Devil's Lake? Ducky underscore 0603 says what state?
I have not been to Devil's Lake. I heard it's really good fishing there. How far is that?
Lilette underscore 84 says Vic lives in that chowder country.
In the Chowder country. I think one of my other top streams was I
And
wish it
Gappy says it's like maybe 2 hours more inward Wisconsin.
was
And Gappy says from where you're at.
Maine. having that Maine lobster, oh my God.
Ducky_0603 says we are going there to see history and most importantly Maine.
That Maine lobster, oh, man, that meal was amazing. Now, was it Princess? I think it was Princess that sent me money for to go stay in a hotel that
and Gabby
night.
says at Ducky_0603 seafood galore.
That was an awesome night. That was an amazing night.
Lazarbeam says we have another fellow Scotty here in chat. Lazarbeam says,
Oh yeah?
Like Time Big Boy says go to Portland, Maine and get a lobster roll from the High Roller.
The High Roller? That old laser beam guy, he really knows the state. He lives up in Northwest.
Ducky_0603 says we want to go to a range for our pew-pews,
Northwest.
but the gun laws up there are strict.
I can't believe we're not catching anything.
Ducky_0603 says are you interested in any rifles?
I used to hunt also. I lived in Texas for most of my life. I used to hunt all the time. I use a 30-30 though. Brush gun. But I like the, I've shot my friend had a what was it, Winchester 700 mag. I love that thing. Talk about long distance shooting. That was fun.
Ducky_0603 says I have 2 flintlocks.
A 700 mag, putting a target a couple hundred yards out, and just getting it on the target, I was excited. But getting close to the middle of it, that's when it was cool. Yeah.
Ducky_0603 says when we go to Iowa.
Yeah, I miss hunting. I really like my 30-30.
Ducky_0603 says Iowa. We are going to see a Thompson and PPSH.
Oh, nice.
And Gappy says get your license. And Gappy says pow pow.
I don't know how long I'm gonna be up here, Gappy. I know I keep saying that, but I really want to get back by saltwater. I just haven't really put in the effort to get me there.
Ducky_0603 says same. And Gappy says let's get a charter in Thailand and fish out there. I'm down.
Let's go. I need to go back to Thailand anyway. I know we keep getting, I keep seeing nibbles every once in a while, but they're just not taking it. It's a busy train day today. That's the third train.
Ducky_0603 says you should go to Belize. Awesome food, awesome culture, and great fishing.
I think Belize would be cool.
Lazarbeam says you get your jig stuff yet.
I have all the jig stuff at the apartment. I picked that up last time I went to Texas. I just haven't messed with it.
Lazarbeam says, oh nice.
I think I made jigs on stream like twice back in December or something like that.
Ducky_0603 says when we got back home, my dad said we are going to wait a while for another country, but then instantly started looking at South America.
I actually think I have someone in
Says gotcha.
I actually think I have someone in South America that I could go stay with. I think he'd let me. He's a really nice guy. Their culture is really, really different. Like they're all about family and friends and everything. Like really, really tight. So, and he's kept in touch with me for years. I haven't seen him in a long time. He's kept in touch with me for years. If I told him I was coming down there, I bet he'd let me stay with him. Can't remember what country he's in though. I'd have to look that up.
Lazarbeam says, well hopefully if you're still here, come winter time we'll have better ice. You really did have the worst winter weather we've ever had for ice fishing.
Right?
I can never remember. Ducky_0603 says my dad said he worked with people from Ecuador and the country that doesn't exist anymore, Yugoslavia.
Right, Laserbeam? The first year I'm here, and y'all have the worst ice fishing year ever. Even Hip said that.
Palma says those Amazon River trips you have to stay out on the houseboats, too far to get to and back to a hotel each day.
Well, that'd be cool. I'm gonna leave this little bitty piece of worm on there and see if they get it. And if they pull it off back.
Lazarbeam says never even got my ice castle out on the lakes here. I had to drive to Upper Red for a week just to use it.
If they get that, then I'm gonna change to a much smaller hook. You had to go all the way to Upper Red? Is that what you said? You had to go to Upper Red just to use it?
Lazarbeam says yep.
wish I
Ducky
knew.
underscore 0603 says I wanted to go to Haiti, but my dad instantly said no.
I wish I knew what lake Luke was going to this weekend. I don't think he was going to a river. I think he was going to a lake. I put them up real shallow. I think the red horse keeps.
Lazarbeam says not sure where I'll go this week. Gonna be rain all day Monday and Tuesday, unfortunately.
Oh man.
Ducky underscore 0603 says there is a lake in Indiana called Shady Side River. I caught a nice red eye. Palna says we're in the height of the solar cycle. Extra warm winters everywhere.
Extra warm winters everywhere. Interesting. Caught a nice red eye. In what state? Indiana? Indiana. What did I catch in Indiana? Someone type in !IN. I don't think I finished them all. I think I put Indiana in there though. It was either !IN or !IND. I can't remember. I was gonna add them all.
Shockwave 30 says you caught a bluegill.
Caught a bluegill in Indiana? I guess I didn't add that one. Shockwave. Oh well.
Ducky underscore 0603 says a lot of people say Indiana is flat and boring. Shockwave 30 says yeah. I remember. Shockwave 30 says, I live in Indiana.
Of course you remember. Oh, no, I went fishing with my mom also. Right, Shockwave? Yeah, I went fishing with my mom. We were catching bluegill like crazy.
Lazarbeam says gonna try a couple lakes a little north of here this weekend for smallies. If they're no good, I might go up to the Minocqua or Eagle River area Wednesday and Thursday. Lilette underscore 84 says, I always wanted to fight a grouper, they seem fun. Shockwave 30 says yep. Shockwave 30 says that's when you caught it.
I remember that whole park and everything.
Ducky underscore 0603 says me and my dad are going to Friendship, Indiana for muzzleloaders.
They had that there was that little dam or whatever with the drop, and then it came out, and I was catching bluegill towards the back of that park before it opened up and went into the lake. That's where I was catching them at. I remember that now. How far is that river, Laserbeam?
Lazarbeam says about 3 hours from me.
Oh my goodness. Oh, no.
Shockwave 30 says you using chicken liver. Shockwave 30 says LOL.
No, we just got worms tonight. I need to get a hold of Josh and ask Josh when he's going to fish that river that we fished that one time. When he's going to go back to that.
Lilette underscore 84 says I tried to tell him Shock.
Y'all are killing me with the liver.
Shockwave 30 says LOL.
You serious, Clark?
Streamelman says Lilette_84 wants to travel with Fuzz.
Yo, Shockwave, thanks for that gifted sub. Let's go. Appreciate it.
Lilette_84 says Shock you didn't have to thank you. Ducky_0603 says where are planning to go to next. Lilette_84 says at Shockwave 30 thanks for the gift sub. Shockwave 30 says no problem, Ed.
I'll probably try to get back to Texas. I don't know, at some point. But I might go over to Minnesota and visit those guys one
Lazarine
weekend.
says Minocqua is about 4 hours straight north of you.
That's a drive. Ooh. That's up there by Pig, isn't it, then? If it's 4 hours up, it's up there by Pig. Hey, Shockwave. Do you remember the mother and daughter that used to be in here? That lived in Indiana?
Lazarine says one of the best areas in the state. God's country up there. Ducky_0603 says, have you been to Louisiana? Tons of Red Bull.
What I catch in Louisiana? Well, I caught all kinds of stuff in Louisiana. We fished saltwater. Yeah, Shockwave, I was trying to think of them the other day. For the last couple months, because I remember them every once in a while, but I haven't seen them in a while.
Shockwave 30 says, I'm not sure I do remember Fuzzy. It's been a while.
They used to watch this.
Ducky_0603 says, when I went to missing.
They used to watch the
Stabber
stream
says
all the
mother
time.
and daughter. You mean Mrs. Fuzz and you? LMAO.
No,
Ducky_0603 says Mississippi.
they used to watch the stream all the time when I was traveling and stuff. And they were from
Ducky_0603 says Texas and Luz.
Lower Indiana. They were from Lower Indiana, around the big city down there. I think the first, we weren't technically in Louisiana, but it was me and Stabber, and Stabber was catching. We were at a park. It was called a park, and it was saltwater.
Ducky_0603 says Louisiana. We went crabbing.
And Stabber was catching trout, and I was catching saltwater cats.
Stabber says sand trout.
Yeah, Stabber was catching a shitload of sand trout. It's crazy. And then I was catching I was catching the saltwater cats. But then when we were actually in Louisiana, I met up with oh my God, he's gonna kill me. Super Cajun. I met up with Super Cajun, and we went kayaking.
Stabber says hard heads LOL.
I was catching both. I thought I was catching hard heads and the other one. When I took the kayak out with Super Cajun in saltwater, I was catching all kinds of stuff.
Stabber says gap top.
Thank you. Oh, and Stabber, remember that guy that called the game wardens on the one guy that was putting everything in his. He was putting everything in the ice chest. No matter what it was, he was putting it in the ice chest. And that one guy on the pier called the game warden on him. And they left.
Stabber says that was a long-ass paddle with Super Cajun.
Oh my God, we paddled a long time with Super Cajun.
Stabber says I called too.
Oh, you did? That guy, he's putting everything in the ice
Tona
box.
says, what fish is sand trout?
Sand trout? It's a saltwater trout. They have
And Gappy says, sounds like fun times.
they have a very sharp teeth, and they're kind of a yellowish around yellowish on the sides.
Ducky_0603 says, what was your favorite state out of all 50?
Just to visit or to fish in?
Stavar says it's like a speckled trout, but no spots.
To visit, it was Alaska. Alaska's freaking amazing. But I also loved fishing there with what I caught.
Ducky_0603 says both.
And but if I could go back and stay somewhere just for fishing, it'd be Florida.
Helena says, does sand trout have a different name too? I thought sand trout was a larve.
Sand trout. But yeah, it'd be Florida. There's oh my God, there's so many different fish to catch in Florida.
Helena says off.
But Alaska was insane. How did I get caught up right here? I've never got caught up right here.
Ducky_0603 says my dad was in Alaska when he heard about the 9/11's attacks. Stavar says other places call them white trout.
Okay. Well, that's how I got caught up. There's a big old log. I'm not going to be able to pull that off there. I'm not even breaking this. This is gonna snap and it's gonna hurt.
Ducky_0603 says one time, my friends and I went camping and decided to attach bacon to a hook and ended up catching a snapping turtle.
I think since we're talking about memorable moments, I think my most memorable moment was Stabber. It happened about 3 o'clock in the morning. And if Stabber thinks about it, he probably knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Stavar says I have one. Stavar says rod chucking.
We were rod chucking. Oh my God. I was so mad. I was so mad. That was Mississippi. I was so mad. No, we were camping down in Texas. We had a setup down there. Oh my God, we had a setup.
Ducky_0603 says mine was when I had to leave Belize. I almost cried. Stavar says LOL.
We had a hell of a setup down there. We had a trailer with everything on it, and we had the camp stove. We had 2 tents, canopy. We had 4 canopies, I think. It was crazy. And we were just gonna camp there for like a week, just to relax and fish and enjoy it. 3 a.m. But I think we've been there 3 days.
Ducky_0603 says now that is a setup.
What?
Stabar says I was like, what the hell?
Was it the
road
third
was
day?
fine. Just chuck the real LMAO.
I think it was the third day we were there. And
Stabar says, oh goddamn.
the third day we were there. Oh my gosh. This storm came through at 3 a.m. in the morning. And when I tell you it's a storm.
Stabar says that supercell that came through.
Yeah, it was a supercell that came through. It was, and we were set up. I mean, we were set up for camping. And a supercell came through. And I think only one of the canopies got damaged really bad. But other than that, we had that campsite like taken down and packed up in like maybe 35-40 minutes. And like the worst storm came through there.
50 miles per hour winds.
It was so bad.
Ducky_0603 says we only go camping in summer, like fishing is on and off. D-Money Bitchin says sub buzz. Lillet_84 says LMAO.
Like it was bad. Yeah, we were set up though.
Ducky_0603 says one time leave.
We were set up. We were having a good
Says
time.
that you got stuck in the sand.
I got stuck in the sand going in. Did I get stuck going out also? I thought I got stuck going in. I can't remember now. I gotta go find a bead. I don't have a bead.
Stabar says it was only on the way out. Stabar says because they put them damn poles in the way.
Yeah, I guess I was on the way out. But then from there, that's when we decided to just move down the road. And I think that's when we went to Louisiana, then Mississippi. I think we were.
Ducky_0603 says there was a bad storm on an old canoe and it was like a hurricane. We had to cut the anchor. Then when the water went down, we got the anchor back after a couple years.
Yeah, I think from that point we decided to just go down the road. But we were gonna stay there for like 4 or 5 days. We were gonna stay there. Like we didn't have nothing to do. We were just. And it had been nice. Well, that's when we were, oh, I remember. We were planning to make our way down to Florida is what we were doing. And then we got to Mississippi and these storm lines were fixing to hit Florida. And we changed route. We went from
Stabar says we were going to go to Florida, but there was a hurricane, so we turned north. Stabar says yeah.
That's what we were doing. Man, that was a trip. Oh, that was a trip. Loved it. Yeah, Mississippi Mississippi, that rod locked up on me. I did. I got so mad. I hadn't caught a fish in Mississippi yet, and it was and I finally got one.
_0603 says, what was the saddest moment when you went fishing? Stabar says, then my cooling fans burned up in Arkansas.
And then then we didn't finish what we were doing. Yeah, so when we were in Mississippi.
Ducky _0603 says, good fishing and crabbing.
I hadn't caught a fish yet.
Ducky _0603 says, in Mississippi.
And we were somewhere on the banks, and I finally hooked a fish, and it was a good fish. I mean it hit hard, and it freaking took off. And I set the hook, and I went to start reeling, and I reeled, and then it just cranked, and it stopped. I couldn't reel no more. And then the fish, if I remember right, the fish took it and it broke off, and I got mad. That rod is still somewhere in the Mississippi. I think that's a river we were fishing.
Ducky _0603 says, do you know what greenish are bait fish?
What?
Stabar says, LOL, yeah, you were a little pissed.
I was so upset.
Ducky _0603 says, greenies.
Oh, greenies. Yeah, I've used greenies. Whew, I was mad.
Stabar says, no, it's not. We kept the rod and chucked the reel.
Was it the reel? Did I pick up? That's what it was. I chucked the whole thing, like the whole thing, and then I went back and I picked up the rod and I took the reel off and I chucked the reel. I was mad. It was all blur. I was so mad. But I think I ended up catching a drum in Mississippi when I went back the second time. Or a couple drums.
Ducky _0603 says, in Texas I was using whole shrimp. I caught normal sized greenie.
Man, them greens will eat all kinds of stuff.
Stabar says, yeah, the reel locked up and the handle broke. We had just cleaned the reel too. Ducky _0603 says it was smaller.
That's why I was mad. That's why I was mad. We had just cleaned it. But I was also mad because it would have been my first fish in Mississippi. I put a smaller hook on this time to try to catch
Stabar says there were so many bugs too.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. That was like swarms. Well, it sucks we gotta work now, huh, Stabber? Just go off and do it again. I'm ready for another adventure like that. I guess I better check this one because I was dealing with that one for a while. I put a smaller hook on there. Maybe that'll help.
Stabar says I'm saving up to go back to Arkansas. I want to go find a diamond and fish again.
That camping.
Ducky_0603 says I'm gonna get off. Have a good day. Hope you catch a big one.
Yo, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in and thanks for talking, man. I know that campsite that we went to, Stabber. I know that campsite it didn't cost very much. What do we say, like 2 days there?
Travel with Gus says get a big one.
Gus? Was that Gus? I just asked Beck about Gus the other day. People have been asking about you, Gus. Like, people come in and ask about you.
Stabar says 3 days for like 24.
Yeah, that one wasn't a bad place to stop.
Travel with Gus says why would they ask about me?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Why would they ask about you, Gus? Where you been? How's everything going? That's why they ask about you. We hadn't seen you.
Travel with
Hey,
Gus
puppy.
says I just got to Thailand 2 days ago.
You got back to Thailand? Nice. Hey. Hey. Hey, puppy. Hi, puppy. Well, that's good. You're back in Thailand.
Travel with Gus says I'm waiting for you to come back so we can go to Best Beef.
I run out of money, bud. Like, out of money. Believe me, if I had any money, I wouldn't be up here. It's hard on one person.
And Gappy says at Travel with Gus, can I come?
I need a roommate or something, split bills with, so I could actually save. Shit in the U.S. gotten too
Travel with Gus
expensive.
says at Gappy, no you cannot.
No, you cannot. No, he let go. He let go.
And Gappy says, damn it.
Gus Gappy's like 45 minutes away from me.
Travel with Gus says I was in California for a year and coming back here. Everything is much cheaper, lol.
Oh my God, it's so much cheaper. Yeah, I had to get an apartment and a car and a job and everything. But now everything goes to bills, so I can't even save money to try to do it again. It's just all bills. I really think I needed a roommate for a year at least.
Travel with Gis says because when I was living in Thailand for over 3 years, I still had the pre-pandemic prices in mind.
Oh, no. Yeah, that changed. So you're gonna start streaming again? Over there in Thailand? There's been quite a bit of streamers over there. Ray Dempto's moving to Thailand, or if he hasn't already moved there.
Travel with Gis says I'm waiting for B3CK to hit me up so I can get it going. Bezel Zero says hi there, what you fishing for?
We're using worms and we're just fishing for anything that bites. I talked to Beck yesterday. We finally got a good bite and he let go of it. So what did you do for that year in
Travel
California?
with Gis says US is so expensive that Fuzz needs to fish, so he can eat kappa.
What did you do for a year in California?
Stavar says sounds like you need mealworms, so you can perch jerk. Travel with Gis says I was defending property in Oakland, LOL.
Dang.
Cherib says get a girl.
Get a what? We've had one good bite and I missed the fish. It's crazy.
Travel with Gis says with a baton and a Glock 21 on my belt.
Okay.
Stavar says do you have any boat left?
I still got the tracker. The 2018 tracker, I still have it. It's in storage down at Cherry's. I hope the boat cover's on it.
Stavar says nice. Travel with Gis says, but yeah, I am an armed security officer. Stavar says you got rid of the yak.
No, I got the kayak. The kayak's in storage. I'd like to get another one though. A different one that I could put a motor on. I could put a motor on that one, but
Cherib says no, it's in storage.
no, what's in storage? The kayak is in storage. What do you mean, no, it's in storage?
Streamelman says Chief Ops B is introducing 45 travelers. Will they follow the journey?
Yo, Chief Fox, thank you so much for that raid. I appreciate that. Welcome in, travelers. I'm Fuzzy. What up? I fish.
Moosemanik says hashtag CheapXray. Cherry says yes you do. You went through it when you were here last.
Please mind the gap between train
I don't know
and
what you're talking
platform.
about.
Streamleman says Ariel Ladak has joined the journey.
Yo, thanks for the follow. Cherry, I said I hope the cover is still on the boat because I left the cover with the boat. But the kayak is in
Zero
storage.
says Chief is currently packing up from fishing, but he says hello and good luck.
Oh, nice. Well, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. Appreciate it. We're in Wisconsin currently, just chilling by a river, seeing if something will bite. Hope Chief Fox had a good stream. Hope he caught some fish. I have not yet.
MR Moses Mike says welcome Chief Raiders. Cherry says yes, cover stays on the boat. My brother takes care of it.
I know.
We
I know he does.
197,744
I know he does.
says hey Mike. Nightbot says go check out legendary streamer CheapOxby on twitch.tv/CheapOxby next time they are streaming IRL. Sledhead _ says you're fuzzy good to see you fishing.
Yo, what's up, Sledhead? How's it going, bud? So what did Chief Fox catch today? Hope he caught more than I have.
MR Moses Mike says hi Lee. Bezel Zero says it was a skunk night. MR
Oh,
Moses
no.
Mike says hi Sled.
Oh no. Better luck next time.
Travel with Kiss says that's a longest train.
I was just making sure I wasn't gonna go in the water.
Patrick says thank you for the follow at It's Tony.
Yo, Tony, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. What's up? I was trying to leave a small piece of worm on there so they'd hopefully take the hook.
It's Tony says where you fishing at?
This is in Wisconsin. The Fox River in Wisconsin. Oh, something was nibbling on it when I picked it up. Dang it.
Travel with Kiss says, but yeah, last time I saw you were a lad working on a boat in the UK.
That was like 9 months ago. See, that's why people are asking about you, Gus.
It's Tony says, what are you fishing for?
I'm just fishing the river for whatever bites. We're just using some worms. See if something will bite tonight. Nothing specific.
Ghetto Bean Zero says I fish northern Quebec like not 10 hours up north, but like 1 hour and it makes a big difference. Patrick says
Northern
hit that
Quebec,
follow
nice.
button if you are on Kick or subscribe if you
Yeah.
are joining from YouTube. Thanks.
If you're on Kick or YouTube and I missed your comment, I apologize.
And Gappy says that's some side quest shit LOL. And Gappy says working on a boat in UK.
Yeah, that's what I did so I could visit the UK. I stayed in London on a boat and was helped fixing up a boat so I could actually live there or, you know, visit there for, I think we were there like 2.5, 3 months. But I didn't have to pay for an apartment or nothing
Ghetto
or
Bean Zero
hotel
says
or
nice
anything.
dude. Travel with Kiss says that's some RuneScape shit. And Gappy says I forgot about that LOL.
Yeah, I was looking at work stays is what I was doing so I could keep traveling.
And Gappy
Yes.
Ghetto Bean Zero says you got to stay for free, that rocks.
Yep. Stayed for free in London. In a lock on the Thames River.
Louis Futt says I'm gonna kiss you. Ghetto Bean Zero says London is like $50 per person per night, man. And Gappy says nice. I've been going to Kingston upon Thames in UK, outside of London.
Drum to drum, drum, drum. It's a drum. It's a drum. Thanks.
And Gappy says oh he got a catch. Ghetto Bean Zero says nice he got one. Travel with Giss says wow. Ghetto Bean Zero says it's a drum. Hey Grub Pie Fisherman says at Fuzz Hay. Travel with Giss says we eating good tonight.
I'm not eating that. He going back
My
in.
time McBoy says that's a big base.
It's a big
Futt
base.
says I'm gonna kiss your hole. League 197,744 says let's go.
Let's
Nice
go.
catch, Fuzz.
No skunk.
Please
No
mind the
skunk.
gap
Let's
between
go.
train and platform.
Strableman says Tim of 15,022 has joined the journey.
Yo, thanks for the
Ghetto
follow.
Bean Zero says nice catch, man. Travel with Giss says damn he just threw his food back in the water. He zero in blank says woot.
Yeah, so what I was saying is if you're on Kick or YouTube and I've missed your comment, I apologize. The TTS doesn't pick up YouTube at all for some reason. I guess I haven't figured that out, and a lot of times it'll skip over comments from Kick, so I apologize if I've missed anything. But if anyone is here on both those platforms, thank you so much. If you actually want to be part of the conversation and stuff, most of it comes from Twitch, and that's what we're on. I'm on all 3 platforms right now. I haven't figured out how to get on and stream to TikTok at the same time. When I figure that out, we'll probably be on TikTok also. Got to spread it around. I guess I'll check this one.
Stavar says what's the Discord?
The Discord is !! Discord. I'm not as active in there as I should be at all. But I do try to post stuff every once in a while. I need to get better at it. I need to get
Nightbot says please join and drop all your clips, chat with the great community and more.
I definitely need to get better at the Discord, chatting it up and stuff like that. Being more sociable on the Discord. No skunks. No skunks. Let's go. Happy about that. And it wasn't even the fish that I thought we were going to catch tonight. I really thought we were going to get a catfish or a red horse. And we caught a drum.
Like Time McBoy says Fuzz used to do after-hour streams in Discord after he had several beers in Thailand. You had to sign a non-disclosure agreement to get invited. It was wild.
I thought we wouldn't talk about those.
Louis Futt says I'm gonna sub to you for that catch.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can't tell if anyone is. Who's that one? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, !YT, YouTube. I'm gonna get more involved in YouTube again. I have like 860 subscribers on YouTube. I'm gonna try to start focusing on that again. Quit being lazy. Try to get up to that 1,000 mark. And then on TikTok it's Fuzzy TV. On Instagram it's Fuzzy TV. On Kick it's Fuzzy. On YouTube it's @Fuzzy. And then on Twitch it's Fuzz, Phuz. Those are all my socials right there.
And Gappy says that fish just made me order sushi. And Gappy says LMAO.
Sushi, let's go. I can't remember the last time I had sushi. That sounds good. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Getting some nipples. Getting some nipples.
P0 Blank says looks like a nice chill spot.
I like this spot. It's just relaxing here.
MR Moses Mike says at P0 Blank just as long as you keep hip away from the shoreline LOL. And Gappy says Gus reminded me of best beef though. It's barbecue season, baby.
It is. I miss best beef.
P0 Blank says LOL.
$12 for all you can eat. $15 for all you can eat plus all you can drink. Man, I miss that.
And Gappy says the weather has been picking up lately.
I'm gonna message verse. This. Imagine streaming fishing and the one who told you to stream doesn't show. Actually, no, he's kind of busy tonight. I'm just giving him shit.
Audiodar 45 says fuzz. Fishing.
Yo, what's up, audio doctor?
Audiodar 45 says good day, bud.
How you been? I stopped getting nibbles. I hope he didn't pull the worm off this one.
Week 197,744 says you enjoying being back home fuzz or you wish you were still traveling. Ariel 8X says what sort of fish you going for?
We've caught a drum so far, but I was hoping to get. I was thinking we were gonna get catfish or a red horse, but we ended up catching a drum so far. But we're just using worms, so anything that bites.
Audiodar 45 says all good, thanks.
You enjoying being back home, or wish you were still? I'm not really back home. I'm in Wisconsin and working because I need to make money. But I would rather be traveling somewhere around, at least around the U.S., just fishing and camping at least. Maybe we'll do it again one day.
Travel with Giss says best beef is the best.
I miss best beef.
Travel with Giss says obviously since they call it best. Travel with Giss says LOL. TechCG says what's a red horse? Never heard of it.
It's
Week 197,744 says yeah, it was fun to watch.
It's a red horse sucker fish, so it's a bottom feeder. The fins have kind of this red tint on them and stuff. We caught one last time we fished. Sun's going down. Verse messaged me back.
TechCG says thank you spell check BTW. Red horse sucker, got it.
Yeah, red horse sucker. Look it up. They look pretty. They look pretty neat. I don't know, the fins and stuff on them. Some of them pretty vibrant in their colors. Oh, I missed them. These have circle hooks on them, so I don't want to like jerk the hook, because if you jerk the hook on with a circle hook, it doesn't set it.
Fishing Solo says Fuzz is fishing holy mess.
If you pull it back, then it'll set the hook. On the circle hooks, if you just pull it back, it'll set the hook. What's up, Solo? Y'all want to check out some Florida saltwater fishing? Give that guy right there a follow.
League 197,744 says hey Solo.
Yo, Florida saltwater fishing right there, Solo. I'm just lazy fishing. That's what I'm doing. I'm lazy fishing. 2 rods in the water, kick back. Look at that, look at that.
League 197,744 says Florida's main man. Fishing Solo says Evening Lee. I might lazy fish tomorrow. TechCG says Solo is looking forward to summer fishing. Sledhead_ says best type of fishing on a nice Friday night.
Right?
Nightbot says go check out legendary streamer Fishing Solo at
Oh, he did
twitch.tv/Fishing
again. I
Solo
missed him
next time.
again.
They're streaming just chatting.
Oh yeah. Look at that. He's pulling that worm off there. He's trying to pull all that worm off there. Sometimes if you put the end of the worm, like right on the tip of the hook, that'll get them right there sometimes. It's because they'll try to grab the end of that worm right there.
TechCG says at bike time big boy LOL.
Summer fishing, when it starts getting 90+ degrees in Florida and it's miserable, you got to go like first thing in the morning and you're done by 11.
Fisherman says at Fishing Solo hey.
Because it's just miserably hot out
Fishing
there.
Solo says use a dang bobber fuzzy.
The river's flowing too much.
Fishing Solo says at the Grumpy Fisherman yo.
Yo, what's up, Grumpy Fisherman? Yeah, the river's moving too much if I use the bobber. It doesn't look like it, but it's moving. Look at that, he's already back on it.
JBorcat 5354 says something's wrong. Fuzzy is fishing.
What's up, Berghead? How's it going, buddy? Hey,
JBorcat 5354 says.
Hey, we gotta get back to it.
MR Moses Mike says JB.
It was a nice break. Now we got work to do. We got work to do.
Fishing Solo says he ran out of games to play.
I didn't run out of games. I got plenty of games to play. Season 4 of Diablo just started. Come on, gamer. I mean, come on, Solo. I said gamer. Come on, Solo. Season 4 of Diablo just started. Plus I've been playing Gray Zone Warfare like all the time.
League 197,744 says yeah you do. We miss Fuzz fishing streams. Fishing Solo says dude it's been giving me headaches.
Why is it bad? I thought the new update and stuff for Diablo was supposed to be like awesome, and everyone said it's saving the game and everything.
Jborkhead 5354 says, did you tired playing Frogger?
Yeah. Frogger got too repetitive. He kept going splat too much.
Stavar says Gray Zone Warfare is way better than Diablo.
I couldn't get that in my hand fast enough. That was bad. I messed that up. I just totally messed that up.
Fishing Solo says no, update is fine. The game itself just gives me a headache.
Oh. I messed that up so much. I was fumbling my hands around.
League 197,744 says, did you finish Red Dead 2 Fuzz?
I did finish Red Dead. I even did the epilogue.
Stavar says, which Diablo?
Diablo 4. Diablo 4 just came out with Season 4. And
Fishing Solo says 4.
And it was a
League
huge
197,744 says such a great game.
And it was a huge update. Yeah, Red Dead was awesome. Red Dead was an awesome game. It had so much in it. Oh my god, it has so much content in it that I skipped. Like, I could go back and play that game for
TechCG says South Texas summer fishing is brutal too.
a
Back
month
to
or
DAC
two
by 11 a.m.
and still not
Next
complete
Bill Dance
everything.
Hook set circle hook. Stavar says wrong. The only right answer is Diablo 2.
Diablo 2. The Amazon. My favorite character in Diablo 2, the Amazon. Nice Bill Dance Hook set. I'm telling you, I was fumbling it. I totally. That was all on me right there. I was fumbling the rod. Yeah, Gray Zone Warfare has been a lot of fun. Me and Verse have played that game a lot. He's at dinner tonight. We might be on it later, but he was going to dinner tonight. But we were going to play sometime this weekend also.
Stavar says I'll be back Sunday. TechCG says just real. Them hooks set themselves.
Yeah, but these guys are nibbling at it, which sucks. And I bet it's all bottom feeders. All the bottom feeders are nibbling at it. Because the catfish would have just swallowed it.
Croaks Guy says hi everyone.
What's up, Crocs?
Stavar says Tex, I've tried telling him that for years.
What? Text. Oh yeah. I probably need to check this one since it was hitting it pretty hard.
Stavar says don't set circle hooks, just reel.
Just reel. I know. I was fumbling it. I picked it up and I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking.
conventional hooks over circle hook frustration. Guides would scream at me over my violent hook sets using them things.
Yeah, the thing is with the hook, with the circle
Stabber
hook,
says Fuzzy out here knocking the rust off.
with the circle hook, if you try to pull it, it turns that hook. The way it's made is if you try to pull it, it turns the hook. So if you just reel, then it just pulls the hook to the side of the mount. But if you try to set it, then it turns it over and it comes out the mount. Just give me some big old J hooks, I guess, so I could set those things. Rip. I don't know if this guy down here is snagged or if he has a fish. I can't tell.
Tech CG says yes or Fuzzy. Had explained to me 100 times. Heat of the moment thing, I reckon.
It is. You see it and you just want to pull that fish in. Oh, he reeled in. He missed the fish. Ooh.
Unknown Saint 0614 says catching anything.
I caught a drum and I've missed 2 other fish.
Unknown Saint 0614 says nice. Patrick says hit that follow button if you are on Kick, or subscribe if you are joining from YouTube.
True that.
Thanks.
Hit that follow button on the old Kick and subscribe to the old YouTube. I don't know if I've missed any comments from YouTube today. I hope I haven't.
Stavar says I just ran over a javelins.
You ran over a javelina?
Stavar says javelina.
Did you mess up your truck? How big was it? Is it big enough to eat?
Stavar says nah. Stavar says you don't eat javelina.
Some people do. I never have. They're kind of gross. Well, yeah. I heard they're real oily. I've never even tried.
Stavar says some people smoke crack too.
True.
P0 in blank says fur makes for some cool fly ties.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think the river's dropped since we've got here today.
Ducky underscore 0603 says hi.
What's up? I haven't seen any more nibbles. Man, come on.
Farmer Link says hey fuzz out relaxing and fishing tonight.
Hey, what's up, Farmer Link? Yeah, lazy fishing, just out here relaxing and fishing. Still got worms. Come on, fish.
Stavar says, Fuzzy, I'll text you later. Do you still have the same number? Sandastorm says, hey Fuzz.
Yo, Sandy, what's up? That number's Stabber.
Sandastorm says, what's up, B?
How you been, Sandy? How's everything going? I might have like 15 more minutes, maybe.
Sandastorm says, good.
The sun is dropping. It's gonna get dark. I don't have no lights or anything, and you can tell that the sun's dropping because it's starting to get chilly out.
Sandastorm says, good to see you're out fishing.
Heck yeah, we got to get back at it. There's been a ton of small planes today flying over.
Weed 197,744 says, yeah, it's great to see you out fishing, Fuzz.
Appreciate it, everyone. Appreciate it. So what do y'all think about the fishing category on Twitch? Does it help or not? Do people actually use it? I don't think I saw anyone using it when I came in. Oh no, my phone reset stuff. Oh no. Oh no, it reset. Oh no.
E0 Implant says it's actually a game.
Fishing is a game? I thought they created that category for us.
R45 says not as much lately.
I thought they created that category for us finally. I'll just go back to IRL or just chatting. they had one called outdoors. It was traveling outdoors though. What's up, Walleye? What are you up to? Any fishing adventures lately?
Odiadar 45 says fishing in the tags is probably the way to go.
Yeah, I think I got fishing in my tags.
E0 in blank says just outdoors. Go for fishing, camping, hiking, things like that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now we.
Akasita says was up at Lot W for the opener.
Oh, nice. How was it? Did you get on the walleye? Oh, Dan was killing the smallmouth yesterday. Oh my gosh, he was catching. He was on fire. What sort of fish am I going for? Anything that'll bite. We're just using some worms fishing the river. We caught a drum so far, but and then I missed 2 others. Usually we catch catfish and red horse suckerfish here. But they were nibbling and biting for a little while. Now nothing. They just quit. Yeah, it's starting to get chilly out. Temperature's definitely dropping.
Ghetto Bean Zero says good night. How is it 8 p.m. with the sun?
Ghetto Bean Zero asks good night. How is it 8 p.m. with the sun?
It's going down. Hydrate. Now the sun's pretty much, it's down. It's gonna start getting dark quick. That's why I said I only had like 15 minutes left.
Ghetto Bean Zero says, sorry that was autistic on my end.
No worries.
Ghetto Bean Zero says, in my province it's not legal to fish dual.
Oh, I got 3 rods here in this state.
Ghetto Bean Zero says, nice man. My province sucks big time with the worst rules of anywhere. Tech CG says, Gaspard, go messing with you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he got it. I'll put one more on there, but we're gonna leave like in 10 minutes.
Ghetto Bean Zero says, frigging choppers are around.
Yeah, weird. Helicopters and planes and trains. There's another train coming. I hear another train coming. That's like the 5th train already.
Ghetto Bean Zero says, are you near a base?
No. This one hasn't moved at all.
Ghetto Bean Zero says, holy shit, quite the commotion.
Yeah.
From Sky Unite says, do you fish often?
Do I fish often? I used to fish almost every day. I'll be fishing more often again. Yeah.
Bean Zero says our catfish tastes like mud.
You know what to do to get rid of that, right?
Ghetto Bean Zero says you in Florida have a much better one.
I'm in Wisconsin right now, but I used to be in Florida. To get rid of the muddy taste, though, when you catch catfish, put them in a barrel with some fresh lake water, not the bottom of lake water, but fresh lake water. Put them in there for like 24 hours, and they'll swim around and stuff, and all that water will get through them and flush out
Ghetto
that
Bean
muddy
Zero
taste.
says okay.
So I used to have a 50-gallon
Ghetto
drum.
Bean Zero says makes sense. They'll evacuate the ship.
Yeah.
Tech CG says whereabouts in Florida you fish.
Where did I fish in Florida? I lived on the Treasure Coast for what? I think we were there like for 7 or 8 months.
Ghetto Bean Zero says, where's the Treasure Coast?
It's the East Coast, not the Gulf side. There's part of it up there is the Treasure Coast. It's like around what was it, Fort Pierce and stuff. I think that's what.
MR Moses Mike says mid-east coast of Florida. Tech CG says above the Gold Coast.
Yeah, above the Gold Coast.
Ghetto Bean Zero says okay, in northern Canada part of that shit I suppose.
I think if I went back, I'd like to be around Jacksonville. Either that or try the Gulf Coast.
Fishing Solo says Fuzzy fished my area when he was here. Ghetto Bean Zero says I love nature. I own guns but I've hunted only twice. Ghetto Bean Zero says with 0 kill.
I used to hunt every year. I used to keep deer in the freezer all the time. Yeah, I used to fish with Solo every once in a while. I kind of
Ghetto
like.
Bean Zero says I like to eat deer once in a while. Week 197,744 says Fuzz and Solo streams were fun. Tech CG says, well man, the trains, planes, and choppas seem to have run off the fish. Ghetto Bean Zero says I don't get it though.
You don't get what? I mean, I like deer, but yeah, I miss fishing Florida. Any night that I wanted to, I could just eat fish, snapper or sheep's head.
Ghetto Bean Zero says I wish I could get deer and moose sausage and such.
I love deer sausage. I've had a moose burger. They're okay.
Ghetto Bean Zero says, oh wow, red snapper is my fave. Ghetto Bean Zero says, hard to beat, lol.
I'm gonna start putting stuff up. That
Fishing
sun,
Solo says red snapper is overrated.
yeah. I never did taste snook.
Ghetto Bean Zero says, oh damn, the bad temp is coming. Fish Boots _ says, at Fishing Solo, you're overrated, Solo. Fishing Solo says, Prob Boots. Tech CG says, give me mutton over any other snapper. League 197,744 says, shots fired.
What's up,
Ghetto
Fish
Bean Zero
Boots?
says, why at Fishing Solo?
What's up, Boots? Boots, me and Gamer were talking about you the other day. We've been playing that game, and he said you got that game, the Gray Zone Warfare. I haven't seen you
Ghetto
in it.
Bean Zero says, red snapper is my fave fish. Fishing Solo says, at Ghetto Bean Zero, cause there is better eating fish out there.
Oh, there's way better
Fish
fish
Boots
than.
_ says, been a minute, Fuzz. Hope you're well.
I'm doing good, sir. How you been?
Ghetto Bean Zero says, understood. Fishing Solo says, and you don't need to be in 200 foot of water. Fish Boots _ says, gamer is overrated. Ghetto Bean Zero says, like what? Ghetto Bean Zero says, hello, okay, nice. Fishing Solo says, snook, hump, flounder.
Flounder. Very nice white fish. Yeah, someone's playing some music. Well, we got one and we lost. We got one and we lost
Tech
two.
CG says, LMAO.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I was saying, if I would go back to Florida,
Cherry says, are you done?
yeah, the sun's setting, it's fixing to get dark, and I don't have no lights or anything, and I'm in shorts, so it's gonna get cold. I'd really like to be around Jacksonville for a little while though, and fish Jacksonville. I caught
Ghetto Bean Zero says, come on, 10 last minutes. Cherry says, but you never get cold. Ghetto Bean Zero says, till the sunset.
I caught a what was that shark that I caught there? It looks like a hammerhead, but it's a smaller version. It's not a hammerhead. It's a I can't think of the name of it.
Cherry says, I don't remember. Fishing Solo says, bonnet.
Is that what it is? Bonnet?
Fish Foods _ says bonnet.
Yeah. So
Ghetto Bean Zero says you can't escape at this moment, bro.
the best fish I caught out of Jacksonville was a bonnet head. Yeah, and bonnet, whatever. Anyway, I didn't realize how big it was until I showed the picture to Fineo one day. And then I showed it to a couple other people, and he said, you should have measured that. And someone else told me I should have measured it. And based on the Florida record, I might have had the Florida record for a bonnet out of Jacksonville. It was, I still got a picture somewhere. Like, it was huge.
Bean Zero says how many lbs? TechCG says for fishing give Othello and Yankee Town above Tampa a try. Winter grouper in 20 feet off the line bottom. With base years of last
No, I'm not talking about the Twitch record. I'm talking about I'm talking about Fineo told me that probably would have been the state record. If not, it was very close. It was big. It was big. That was one of the funnest fights I had. We were fishing. I was with Cherry's friend actually, and we went there to visit her friends, and he took me fishing. And we were on his boat, and he's taking me to these backwaters and stuff, and we were fishing these what do you call them?
Fishing Solo says long arming fish MMK, we get it.
Clam beds. We were fishing these clam beds. That's what they were. And we were just going for whatever kind of fish. I think we were trying to catch trout or something. I can't remember. But I hooked that bonnet, and yeah, that was a good fight. It was quite a long fight, but it was a good fight. I had a lot of fun that trip.
Zero says nice. Frank Sky Guy says, will you be streaming tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna stream fishing tomorrow. I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna come back here, but I'm gonna go somewhere. Just not sure where yet. Someone's cooking some good smelling food.
Streamelman says Croak Sky Guy has joined the journey.
Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that.
Zero says that's good, man.
But we caught black drum and snapper, and I think we caught a couple of trout and stuff. We caught a variety of fish up there.
Has joined the journey. Nightbot says go check out legendary streamer Fuzz at twitch.tv/Fuzz.
Yo,
next time.
thanks for the
They're
follows.
streaming fishing. TechCG says I may regret this follow. LOL.
Going to a
Fishing
game
Solo
tomorrow.
Says Croak Sky Guy, Fuzz don't fish. Oniadar 45 says thanks for taking us with you.
I haven't
Says,
fished.
I caught black drum 7 days before haha. The Grumpy Fisherman says later all.
I used to fish all the time, and last 7-8 months I haven't fished hardly at all. But we're gonna get back to it. What kind of game are you going to, Cherry? You finally going to a baseball game? man.
Cherry says, yeah, we're at show at Texas Motor Speedway first, then Rangers.
Oh, so you had to go to that Tex to go to a baseball game? Just playing. Anyway, well, thanks for all of. We had quite a bit of follows today.
97,744 says thanks for the stream. Moved to see you fishing, bud. Cherry says not driving the net. No. Fishboots _ says at Cherry's Rangers. Big hockey fan over here.
So anyway, thanks for all the follows. Thanks for everyone coming in today. I think 9 gave a donation, so thanks for that donation.
Says got the high sock and me with you at Cherry's.
And
Says let's go Rangers.
what else was there? Oh, we had some subs and stuff, so thank y'all so much for that. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and I'll be streaming sometime tomorrow. So, yeah, if Mr. Moses wants to raid anyone, or I don't know who else is in here that's a mod, but if you want to raid anyone, go ahead. And yeah, thanks for being in here, guys, and we'll catch y'all later. Bye, guys. It was like snow freeze.
Yep.
And then you see the good ice down there. I'm not afraid to fish on this. I'm just worried about us all being in the shack in that small area. Unless it's just this area. If we walk out somewhere, I mean, this is fairly deep here. This is probably a good place to fish.
Oh,
But I'm wondering if we go.
Woo! Holy shit, boys! Holy shit!